When you plant it, it comes up looking for a way to die. Then when it gets big, you're trying to basically kill it or keep it short. And then when it's time to harvest, you got to kill it, you know, so which you don't ever get it killed, but you get the leaves off of it anyway. So we're spraying plant bugs every 10 days. You know, we'll probably do that anywhere from 5 to 8 times, depending on the year. What that allows you to do is to overlay fertility and spoon feed fertility on that cotton as you're going over with insects. One thing about y'all's products, they mix with anything. You know, cotton is always low in calcium. Here, I can never find a tissue sample, never had a tissue sample where calcium was sufficient. You know, it's a big user of potassium. You know, those two things right there are two things that I really pay a lot of attention to, along, you know, with my picks and growth regulators and everything else. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you know, when I approached you guys last year, I knew that we had a great opportunity because, you know, it was going to be a trip where you guys weren't going to have to do anything extra. We could look at your soil samples and say, hey, you know we got to have calcium. Well, we knew our products were going to mix with about any insecticide you were going to put out, whether it be for plant bugs or whatever. So, you know, looking at our products and the technology that we have, I think gave us a great opportunity for that foliar market to not only do it multiple times, but like we did last year, you know, we put low rates, even though, you know, you might have needed a higher rate, but with our efficacy of our product, of how it translocates through the plant, I think it just gave us an opportunity to put low rate multiples, which actually worked for you on your farm.
Yeah, and as XtremeAg has kind of evolved, you know, we've started doing a lot more foliars. We've been doing foliars since I was a kid.
Right.
You know, but it was mostly boron and 23%. You know, what we've learned through research on the soybeans and the corn is, hey, will this work on cotton? So we started changing some of these big micro packs and calcium and different things like that. 20 years ago, I didn't put any calcium out. You know, not any calcium out foliar for sure. You know, so this has enabled us to be able to go in here and start doing these things. And what I see, and you tell me if you see the same thing, because you do corn, rice, cotton, and soybean, I see more response out of cotton sometimes than corn or soybeans.